5/3 is equal or equivalent to how many ninths? So for these questions, we have improper fractions, but we can still find equivalent fractions in exactly the same way. Remember, we either use multiplication or division to find equivalent fractions, and here we can see that 3 times 3 is 9. What we do to the denominator, we need to do to the numerator as well, and 5 times 3 is 15. So 5/3 is equivalent or has the same value as 15 ninths. Now, 11/5 is equivalent to how many tenths? Well, 5 times 2 is 10. What we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator as well, and 11 times 2 is 22. So that's our numerator. Now we have 20/12, and we need to find an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 3. So here, because the denominator is smaller than the denominator of the fraction that we started with, we know that we'll need to use division to find our equivalent fraction. Now 12 divided by 4 is 3. That's because 3 times 4 is 12. And again, what we do to the denominator, we need to do to the numerator. 20 divided by 4 is 5, because 5 times 4 is 20. So our missing numerator is 5. And we can see that though the numbers are different in the equivalent fractions, the fractions are the same size. So we can show 5/3, because remember, if we've got a whole fraction bar split into 3, then each of the pieces is 1/3, and we can see that we have 5 of them. But we can see that that's equivalent to 15 ninths, because if each of our fraction bar is split into 9 pieces, then we need 15 of those pieces to have the same amount shaded as we had with 5/3. For this middle question, 11/5 is the same as 22 tenths. If the fraction bar's been split into fifths, then we need 2 whole fraction bars and 1/5, and we can see that we have the same amount shaded if the fraction bar's been split into tenths, and we have 22 of those tenths. 20/12 is equivalent to 5/3. We can see that in both fractions, exactly the same amount is shaded in the fraction bars. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that was helpful. If you're a teacher or a parent, then please subscribe or go to keystage2maths.com to download resources for this lesson and many more. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.